Yeah, my career is a little different. I'm somewhat still new to GBS, so 2 years in GBS, but I come from the business side. So more than 30 years in the business side. So I come with a different perspective on GBS. But transformation is the common theme. We've done transformation across our organizations and enterprises. And I think one of the most important components is that connectivity. How do you create that connectivity from an end-to-end perspective? So not creating in a vertical, but how you do that not only in a vertical, but in a horizontal and across the organization and enterprise, I think is where breakthrough really happens. Yeah, it's two things that I focus on. One is what capabilities and skills do we have in GBS and what we can do in terms of creating value, not just within the four walls of GBS, but enterprise value. And then for me, I want them to be thinking of us as a solution provider, not as a service or a transactional or an operational component, but true solution provider. So that pull from the C-suite is important. And we're starting to get that. So I'm really excited about what that looks like for us. Couple of things. I think it's the atmosphere and the ability to exchange with peers in a safe space. And again, there's not anything in it from a competitive sensitivity component. I think we're all in the same game. And if we can rise the tide overall for GBS, I think that transformational capability in terms of creating that enterprise value, I think is a win-win for everybody. But that's one of the reasons. I think the group of folks that you guys pulled together, I think is remarkable and a true wealth of knowledge and experience. I think it's the right mix, though, in terms of topics, in terms of obviously who you bring, but also the interactions with the vendors as well. And again, that's not forced from a vendor perspective, so you can meter it out on your own pace. But the topics and I think the peers and the quality of the conversations is what I would say is a differentiator. I think this conversation around value and the huge potential that GBS or shared service organizations has in creating that enterprise value. So it's not only an opportunity, but I see it as a responsibility. And hopefully people took some of that away in terms of owning that responsibility. I always say that we own a huge portion of how easy our enterprise is to do business with, both internally, but also externally. And then if you own that badge, I think it changes how you show up on a day-to-day basis from a mindset, behaviors, and approaches. And hopefully the audience got a glimpse of that and can take some of that back home with them as well.